A Chicago manufacturer is opening a new factory in Gary. Edsal Manufacturing will begin hiring 300 new workers next month, paying most of them the minimum wage. The company said the expansion would not affect existing jobs at its facility on Chicago's South Side, but executives called Indiana a better place to grow. It's a topic that has political editor Mike Flannery fired up tonight.
Well, Dawn, the fact is that Edsal's announcement comes after two South Suburban manufacturers said earlier this year that they, too, are moving to Northwest Indiana. While downtown Chicago's boom with good-paying knowledge industry jobs continues, lower-paying factory jobs continue to leave town. And it's likely more will leave. Just take a look at these numbers. Edsal Manufacturing is one of America's largest makers of steel shelving and says it employs about 1,500 workers at several locations. It sells to Home Depot, Lowe's, and other discount outlets where price is critical, meaning the cost of production at Edsal is too. Most of the 300 new workers the company plans to hire at its new Gary facility will be paid minimum wage, $7.25 an hour in Indiana versus $10 in Chicago as of July 1st. That's a payroll of $4.35 million in the Hoosier State, $6 million in Chicago, rising to $7.8 million in 2019 when Chicago's minimum wage will become $13 an hour. Then there's the cost of insurance for workers who get injured on the job, commonly called workers' comp. Based on a rate comparison done by the Illinois Policy Institute, a steel fabricator such as Edsal might pay $206,000 a year in Indiana, $754,000 in Illinois. That arithmetic explains where factory jobs are moving, but it's more complicated for other jobs. When the city's chief job recruiter went to Indianapolis a few weeks ago, none of the companies he tried to bring to Chicago was in manufacturing. They're all knowledge-based businesses in technology, transportation, and healthcare, and one may be opening a Chicago office this fall.
Here's a company that's growing. They've got to get to their customers quickly. They can get to O'Hare and be there nonstop. And not many cities can say that.
Indianapolis can.
Indianapolis doesn't have the same connection Chicago has.
So for employers like that and many others in the office towers downtown, the minimum wage and workers' comp are, of course, not big issues. But call it two economies. They are giant deal breakers for many manufacturers, and it's their departure that has devastated the South Side, the West Side, and downstate towns from Decatur to Granite City. Dawn, it's time the General Assembly, which is going to be debating this spring, started to do something about it.
All right. You're right. Mike Flannery, thank you. Jeff?